Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Let me just adjust this a little bit. I hope you're having a great Friday. Today is September 18th of 2020. And I've got some really fun things to show you today. So much beautifulness. I don't think that's a word, but it really should be because I have lots of beautifulness to show you with the Gilded Autumn Suite. So let's just talk for a couple minutes while we're waiting for our friends to log on and to find me and all that good stuff. I hope you're having a great week. It's here in Phoenix. We are trying to cool down a little bit, but then we get a few days where it warms back up and can't decide what to do. So I hope where you are, the weather's good. If you're on the West Coast, I hope you're safe and not too smoky where you are. Again, I've been praying for all those fire victims and things. So continued prayers for you all if you're in the West. I hope things are looking better this week for you. Let me just click this right there. Okay. Oh, hey, Michelle and Sandra. Hi, guys. Thanks for watching today. So a couple things first. A little bit of housekeeping. The Joy to the World Paper Pumpkin is coming up next. So we've passed the 10th of the month, which means now we start looking at next month's kit. So the October kit is called Joy to the World. And it sounds like, all I know is that it has 8 beautiful cards. So if you want more than 8 beautiful cards, you need to log on and up your amount of boxes that you receive. And then you'll have an extra stamp set, extra ink you can share with friends, grandkids, anybody like that. But we never know if they're going to have refill kits, right? It's so nice when they do have refill kits, especially for Christmas cards. But if you want to guarantee that you have enough, just go on to your paperpumpkin.com account and up your amount of boxes before October 10th. So it looks pretty and that box is gorgeous, isn't it? Alrighty, so then, as always, remember you can find me Chickstamper everywhere. So Pinterest.com Chickstamper, YouTube.com Chickstamper, Facebook.com Chickstamper, which is where we're at right now. If you need to get a hold of me, you can email me at carol@chickstamper.com. I hope that you're able to find those and subscribe. Everybody has a different name. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. I don't even know what... Follow maybe on Pinterest. I don't know. I have a lot of older things on Pinterest and I'm just now starting to get back to posting newer type things on there as well. I have been on Instagram in the past. I'm not consistent on Instagram. I would like, but I'm not sure where to fit that in. So you can look on there and you'll find me, but I don't always post. So just FYI. Remember to get on my mailing list though, because then you won't miss a thing. So text Chickstamper to 22828, and that will walk you through a couple questions, I believe, and that's how you can sign up for my email list. Okay, we've got a few more friends coming on. Hey, Jackie. Hi, Francis. Thanks, you guys, for joining in today. I really appreciate it. I have some things to show you. I know that you know today we're using the Gilded Autumn Suite, and let's see, it's on page 44 to 46 of the Holiday Mini catalog. It's a gorgeous suite. Sometimes I love using things that are cute and fun. This suite is gorgeous. It's stylish and it's not always something that I would pick to use, but when I want to do something on the more elegant side, this suite is perfect. And so it's going to be great for those fall Thanksgiving type treats, dinner table treats and things like that. But I wanted to show you a couple things that I've made this week. Now, you probably have all seen where I posted and I had punched and gosh, what is it? 140, I think 148. 148 acorns and leaves total out of this page of designer paper that comes with the suite. Then, not to be outdone, there is also the same concept, but in the gold and copper foil. So Sorry for the glare. But you can punch all of those acorns and leaves out as well. So, and you get 2 sheets of each of those. So hundreds and hundreds of leaves and acorns you can punch. Or you can just regular punch out of cardstock, or the stamped images coordinate with the punches. So you can stamp them and then punch as well. So your options are endless. But I want to show you a couple things that I've done this week before I get into our cue cards we're making today, okay? Let's see. First, this week was my team meeting. So we, one of our make and takes, I should say, was this cute box. It's one of our mini paper pumpkin boxes. And it says, "My heart is grateful for you," which I forget, now that I have my iPhone, I can mirror it and you guys can read that. I don't have to tell you what everything says, but makes me so excited to have finally done that. So inside the mini paper pumpkin box, you can see we used paper from the suite and stamps from the suite. But inside, let's look, holds the treat. And it holds 4 adorable note cards. So our Stampin' Up! Note cards and envelopes fit inside our mini paper pumpkin boxes. So it just makes it a fun extra treat. So here's one of the cards that we made this week. Isn't that cute? And again, "My heart is grateful for you," it says. This one says, "Have a beautiful day," but it uses that gorgeous evergreen embossing folder. So we used that, was it last week or the week before? And it just is so nice. The trees pop out at you at different heights. So it's just really fun. And here's some of those cute, whoops, some of those cute punches that we used on there as well. Okay, this one says, "Life is better with you." Again, we've got another punch here and showing just this gorgeous designer paper. And this is the envelope. So each card envelope has a flap that I covered with the designer paper. And then our last one says "Thank you," and it has some more of the beautiful designer paper and those gorgeous punches. Isn't that fun? And a coordinating envelope as well for that one. So those projects I made this week, and then I'm gonna give you a special sneak peek. Don't tell anybody because I'm not really probably supposed to show it until October. But until October 1st, we're close, right? A couple weeks away. Okay, so this is my collaborative project for the team that I design with. And this uses lots of those punches. Isn't that fun? So I stamped the leaves inside, put a little strip of designer paper up the edge, and then I made a wreath with all of those punches. And then got to use the cute little acorn trinkets. Those metal trinkets we're gonna use today as well. Oh, bring them on camera. Uh-oh, can you not see? Is that better, Carol? This is the sneak peek. I'll be able to put a great picture online in a couple weeks. And fingers crossed. I hope I don't get in trouble. But I wanted to show you guys that there's so much to do with this suite, and even more than what I've shown you this week. I love how everything is coordinating with the punches and the paper. So I'm gonna put the camera down and then we'll take a peek at all of that, okay? Hang on just a sec. Hey, Linda. Thanks for watching today. Let's see how we're looking there. If I can bring you up on my computer maybe, and then I'll be able to tell how much you guys can see. I hope right now that you're seeing this great paper. Oh, there we go, good. Yay. Okay, so this specialty paper I wanted to show you because it's so gorgeous. So it's specialty because it has foil embedded in the designs. So copper foil and gold foil. This one is a mixture of copper and gold. And this one looks gold. Another gold. And then copper and gold as well. And again, this one matches our punches. And then when we flip it over, some more gorgeous designs. This is the page that I punched out. I believe it was 148. But these colors are gorgeous, aren't they? So this one shows the colors really nicely. So it's Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mint Macaron, and Crumb Cake. So that's the colors of this suite. And of course with the gold and copper as well. So that paper has been really handy, and I've gone through quite a bit this week. Okay, so here are our stamp set and the coordinating punches. So this comes in a bundle, a beautiful autumn bundle, and the whole shebang of everything is the Gilded Autumn suite, the whole suite. So kind of fun to be able to get punches that coordinate with the paper, right? That's one of the things I love. But they also coordinate with the stamped images, so you can do that as well. And again, obviously you can just punch out plain cardstock, depending on what you're making. Okay, let me get this out of your way and show you a couple things here that we're gonna be working on today. So in the suite come these little trinkets, acorn trinkets they're called, and look at this gorgeous ribbon. Isn't that pretty? So we're gonna use both of these ribbons today in our projects, so you'll get to see that as well as the acorn trinket. I love when we get these cute little metal things to hang off and just decorate. And for this one, it's so seasonal. That's pretty cool. All right, so now I'm gonna adjust my phone because I can finally see what's happening here. Let's see. Hopefully that's gonna help a little. It's a little delayed for me, so it's hard to tell. All right, let me show you our first card today is a gatefold, and I made a belly band for it. Let me hold this up because you can see the punched leaves and acorns on the belly band underneath the bow with the cute little acorn trinket. And then when you open this up to the inside of the card, it opens like this, and now you've got space to write your sentiment and, you know, to your loved one, to your friend. So isn't that cute? So we're gonna make this today, and I'm gonna show you, and don't forget that the full tutorial, written PDF tutorial, will be on my blog later today at chickstamper.com. And you'll be able to print it off, and you can see the measurements, because sometimes in a video, I feel really bad. I'm talking and I might say the wrong measurement, but no, on that PDF tutorial, they are correct. Sometimes I just don't remember exactly what they are. And then this slides up and down so that you can put it right where you want it. Okay, so we're gonna start with that one today. And this is our gatefold. So I've got all of our pieces here. Oh, and I should say that we're using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I know we tend to use them a lot, and they're so versatile. Sometimes we use the rectangles with the sentiment holders. Today we're using these two over here. They nest so well. And so you'll notice that those came into play on our belly band. All righty. So this card base is the same size to begin with as a regular card base. So it's half a sheet of paper, but instead of scoring down the middle, I scored on each end. And you're gonna have to look at the PDF, I'm sorry. 2 1/8 maybe, but I don't remember exactly, so check that out. And then they're just gonna meet up in the middle. So they're scored, and now we'll fold them up to make our gatefold card. So it could go this way if you wanted, but today our card is gonna go up and down. Portrait, I suppose, would be a better word. So what I did is, you can see I just trimmed a couple pieces of designer paper, and we're gonna layer that onto crumb cake. And then we're gonna layer that right onto these gatefold side pieces of our card. Okay, let's see, let me get my adhesive. Silly girl. Then the other thing, remember when you have directional paper like this is, you want to make sure it gets on your card the directionally correct way. The other day I had to pull one off and turn it around. Because sometimes I forget that it's directional. So this has a teeny tiny edge to it. So I've got my adhesive on my designer paper. I just have to get that little edge. And it's even harder to see on the table, but there we go. You can see how that's going to work there. All righty. Just a little edge peeking through of that back piece of crumb cake. And then these are ready to go onto the card base that we made. All right, so these are the stalks or leaves are going upright, so I feel good about that. Now, leaves, I do have a hard time with leaves because sometimes when you're stamping leaves, like they're falling from the sky, I want to stamp them with the stem up, right? Because they're falling, or stamp them kind of sideways. So technically, if these were both the same direction and the leaves were maybe what some people would think is upside down, I don't think it would really be upside down, but really we just want both sides the same, because then it would look a little funky. There we go. Okay, so I've checked. Our directions are going the same. We're ready for our belly band. Okay, so our belly band, I've scored, I've trimmed. I think it's 1 1/4 by 10, but again, check those directions. And I've scored it just to help it. You don't even have to score it, but sometimes when you just fold the paper, it might, I don't know, it might look a little less crisp. So it just really depends whatever look you're going for. So you can see that this, the idea is this is going to go around our card. I like to attach in the front because I know that our pretty sentiment is going to cover that seam. And then on the back, it looks nice and flat and pretty. So there's no wrong or right. That's just how I do it. And we don't want to make this too snug because I want it to be able to come off the card, not fall off the card, but also not be stuck and too snug. So you'll be able to kind of find your happy medium, just in case, you know, you want room. What if you wanted to put a gift card or something inside? You just don't want it too snug. There we go. Okay, so next comes our piece of ribbon. This is from the basket weave set. This is mint macaron, and it's from this suite. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to attach it in a few places and wrap it around. Now you might find a different adhesive that you want to use, and that's okay. You know, guys know that I'm not really big on liquid glue very often. So sometimes, but I tend to just use my seal, which we have this new stuff this year. I use the Seal Plus because it's a little stronger, but anything you want to use will work. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the back. I don't even need very much, just to kind of hold it. Now let's see if that's kind of in the ballpark of where I want to be with it. Yeah, that works. And again, you could use a shorter piece of ribbon because it's going to be hidden by the sentiment that we're going to put on here. So that's okay too, but I might trim this a little, because that part isn't going to show, so that's okay. All right. Now, I've got our cute little pieces punched and ready to go. So we're just going to say thank you, but there are lots of great sentiments in this set that would fit this. So life is better with you. My heart is grateful for you. And then the thank you that we're going to use today. It's a little bigger one. You could use one of the smaller sentiments, but I chose the thank you because it seems to be a great time of year to be sending out thank you cards, or even this would be really pretty as a hostess gift to take if you were invited somewhere for Thanksgiving. I'm not sure. Who knows how our restrictions will be and how they are where you live as far as getting to see your loved ones. I hope that works out for you. There we go. My daughter and her family are supposed to fly in for 2 weeks in November. They live in Ireland. And so I hope, but I understand if it gets canceled, and fingers crossed. Okay, so let's put this down. And let me just help my adhesive there a little bit. There we go. And see how nicely this fits on? And I could pop this up, but because I'm going to actually pop up the whole thing with dimensionals when I go to put it on the belly band, I thought I would put this part just down flat. So now let's get some dimensionals and load them up on here. I think if we put them, I think it'll make more sense to maybe put them on the belly band itself. We want to make sure that whatever adhesive you're using does not get onto the card, because we want this belly band to be able to slide on and off. Okay, so we're just going to use the dimensionals and pop it up a little bit. Come on, little guy. There we go. And then I just tried to center it. And my belly band has kind of slipped down a little bit, but that's all right. Let's see. Let me try to center that a little bit more. Okay. There we go. So now we get to make it all cute. Fun, fun, fun with all of our punches. Let's see what we got here. So I've got some different punched items. I also have a acorn trinket, so we're going to put that on in a minute as well. Put that down here for safekeeping. Alrighty, so I just use glue dots. Now, you can use liquid glue. You can use your snail. There's really no wrong or right at all. Absolutely whatever you like. And you can use as many of your little punch outs as you like. I just kind of did it till I thought I liked how they looked, and then I even put a few more in, so. I'm not sure today how many we'll put on there. I just grabbed a bunch to have ready. And this is, hopefully it'll look cute. I think it will. I'm just saving the acorn to put right kind of on top up here. Let's see. Now I'm kind of wishing I had this one over here a little bit. So we'll do that. We'll just layer it. And then I wanted to show you how I did this cute acorn. or the cute trinket, I should say. So I use floss threaders. Let's see if that helps you see it. So some of you may know that I am a retired dental hygienist. I haven't practiced in a few years, but I love floss threaders, and so I always have them around. They are the perfect thing to use for your crafts. So if you have some in your house, grab some, put them in a little Ziploc, and designate a few of them to your craft area. You will be so thankful. So you can probably already figure out what I'm going to do, but I want to put this ribbon through the hole in the acorn, which maybe I could have done at some point in my life, but there's definitely no way at this stage with my eyes that I can do that. So I'm just going to use the floss threader to get the ribbon onto, or get the acorn onto the ribbon. Easy peasy. And then if I just tie my bow from here, I think it'll look pretty darn cute, and he'll hang down right in the middle where I want him to hang down. So remember, you guys know how I send out these card kits every week when people place orders. Remember that I always tie your bows in those card kits, and when you receive yours next week, it will already have this bow tied with your cute little acorn on it. And if you decide to change up the project, that's okay. You can just untie it and make it however you would like to. I love cutting these kits, putting them in the mail on Tuesdays for you, and I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your orders. See how cute that is? And so easy. So now I'm just going to put a little glue dot to hold that onto my card. And I'm just going to kind of squish over the glue dot a little bit to put it, making right where I want them to be. And then I'll just put them right there. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now we get to do a little stamping because we want to stamp the inside. So I've got some different leaf stamps that come with this set. You can kind of see what I did here on the envelope. So we're going to do the same kind of thing. And I'm using Cajun Craze and mint macaron, and then for my acorn, early espresso. So we're going to do that a little bit. Let me bring these up and out of the way. Here's my inside piece. And so no wrong or right, just kind of whatever you like, right? Let's look at, oh, here's kind of our sample. This one's, so see, here's where I tried to do the leaves, some this way. I'm not very good stamping upside down like this today. Let's see, maybe this way. There we go. So it looks like they're falling, right? So you can certainly do them however you'd like. I'm trying to kind of make it look like a pile of leaves and acorns under the tree that fell. Make it a little abstract, I suppose is a better word. I'm not very good at abstract. For those of you that know me well, you know that. I'm very, I like things to be very precise. There we go, what do you think? That looks good for our inside piece. And then we can do the same thing on our envelope. So I'm using Very Vanilla for the inside and our envelope today because the designer series paper has vanilla in it. Sometimes they have white, and so I play off of the white. All right, so here's our envelope. And a few of the Cajun Craze leaves. And then a few acorns. And it's kind of messy. And if you don't like it messy, that's okay. You do what you like and change it up. There is no wrong or right. Alrighty, so in order to get this inside piece in there, we better close it up, or excuse me, open it up so that we can put the insert in as I'm closing up the inks. Okay, so we're just gonna slide our belly band right off and then add our insert piece. Let's see, so we'll get some adhesive on there. What do you guys think? I hope you like it. I've been having fun trying to show you different fun folds every week. Whether it's a gift card holder or what the fold is. Here you go. So here you go. You'll have lots of space to write. Or you could stamp some more. You could stamp an image if you are somebody who doesn't want to have a lot of space to write. Like my children. They want cards with the inside all stamped up, so they don't have to write much. And then we put the belly band back on. It's kind of like a gift, you guys, right? So if you're going somewhere, you could partner this with some chocolate or a bottle of wine. Be very beautiful. And here's the stamped. Okay, card number 1. I hope you guys love it. Card number 2. This is a fun one. I haven't done this design for a while. So it says, have a beautiful day. And basically, I have taken a 4-inch long by 3 3/4 inch wide piece of designer paper, and I just trimmed it, and I made a gap in the middle to stamp in. I thought that this Have a Beautiful Day stamp image from this set was perfect because it's small and it's long, and then I used some more of our cute punches, punched items, I should say. So notice that I used the original, the same punches for the larger leaf, and then the acorn is from the designer page that has the gold and copper acorns and leaves. So I did a copper one there to match. So this card base is Cajun Craze. And so let me show you how I did it. Pretty simple. This card will go really quick. So my card base again is Cajun Craze, and it's just a regular size card base scored in the middle at 4 1/4. All right, and then I have 2 pieces of vanilla because one's gonna go inside, and then one is gonna be our front background piece. And then let me show you what I've done here. So I started, it's almost square, and it's 3 3/4 across the top left to right because I want it to nest on my 5 1/4 by 4 piece of vanilla. And then I still kept it 4 inches long. If you had a wider stamp that was bigger and you needed more space, then make it a square piece at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 because that'll give you a larger gap, right? I didn't need that larger gap. So, okay. So let's just put these down onto this very vanilla piece. And I'm just leaving some space in there. Now, probably what I should have done is just laid them down like this and stamped. So now I'm gonna be really nervous about my stamped image. So I think I'll lay the top one down just in case. I kind of got ahead of myself a little bit. Because what's nice about if we don't like the way we stamp, we can flip the paper over, right? So just in case. Because remember, stamping upside down and now trying to line it up on an angle, that's kind of crazy. So I also, let me turn it this way to you, so that I stamp correctly for you. And then I also want to stamp towards the left-hand side, towards the spine of the card, because I want to have some space for this cute little thing over here. So also something to think about. Fingers crossed. Yay! Phew, okay. So now I can attach this piece without worry. Well, I shouldn't say without worry because now I'll mess it up, but close enough. It's all gonna work out. Okay. Yay. Now this is ready to go on our card base already. Much quicker, faster card. This would be a great card to mass produce because you can really get it done pretty quickly. If you wanted to send a fall or Thanksgiving card, it's a pretty quick one, right? Because really, what are we doing here? We're letting the designer paper be the gorgeous paper that it is and letting it steal the show. And then we've got a cute little piece here, a little medallion, if you will, to decorate and to be fun. But again, we're just allowing the designer paper to show because we want everybody to see how pretty it is. Okay, so now let me get my little doohickey of these three things here. So again, these two leaves came from that original page that I punched earlier in the week. And then this acorn is has the copper base to it from the other sheet that has the copper and gold. And I chose the copper one to match the designer paper. So I'm just gonna put these two leaves on with glue dots. And then I will pop up the acorn and make a little bow. So now I've got them hanging down because they're falling, I suppose. And they're falling kind of just a little cattywampus, not too much. And let me just spread them out a little bit since that acorn will take up some space. Okay, so this cute acorn, I'm just gonna put a dimensional on and pop him up. All right, and let's just put him right there. So he's kind of cute. And then I'll make another bow, this time without a trinket. You sure could put a trinket on here if you wanted. That would be fun. You could change it up however you like. And I don't want a very big bow, so I just keep kind of trying to make it a little smaller. Okay, that's cute. And of course, I'll attach that with a glue dot. I think glue dots are the easiest way for ribbon to use to hold down a ribbon bow. There you go. Cute, huh? So then on this one, you can see that I just stamped a couple leaves. Again, you could stamp however you'd like, but I'm gonna do that, let's see, with our Cajun Craze and our, gosh, you guys, is it a maple leaf? I might need a little help on my leaves. So that's our inside piece. And here's our envelope. Our inside piece, we could actually kind of go down. Sometimes too much is too much. So we'll see, but that's not bad. So sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. How many leaves is enough, right? Okay. Let's put this piece on our inside of our card. This one, unless you put a saying in there, you got to write a little more. Maybe you just got to like the person a little extra more. There you go. Card number 2, what do you guys think? I just want you to know how much I love this set. The whole suite, it's just gorgeous. Hey, you guys, thanks for watching. Cindy and Margaret and Ginny, you popped on. I appreciate it. All right, let's take a peek. I have a couple more things to show you because I forgot to talk about them at the beginning. So let me bring up the camera. Hang on just a second. Hello, everybody. Hi. Thanks so much for watching today. Couple things. So remember, every week I have an ordering special. So this week, all the packets will go out by Tuesday, and you will receive today's class kit, which is both cards prepped, bows tied, and full directions. You'll be able to put those together as well. And then you always receive a thank you treat. So, and it coordinates with the suite or the bundle that we're using. So this week's treat is a little Hershey nugget holder, and it's got the cute little acorn trinket on there. Using the designer paper from the suite. And it holds, again, it just holds one little, come back here, little nugget. One little Hershey nugget. And I've wrapped them. Remember, I like to wrap them in the 1 inch by 3 inch piece of paper, but I use the stitched rectangle die. And so I don't know if you can see that. It's stitched on the edge. And it just looks cute. Just a little extra something. So this is the little thank you treat for this week's orders. So thank you. And I appreciate it. You've got a host code down here, but you can always message me if you need help. Do your shopping at chick.stampinup.net. And I just say thank you in advance. So thanks. The other thing I wanted to talk about, which I forgot this week in the beginning, is remember, this is a great time. My Chickstamper Stampin' Chicks team is growing. Stampin' Up has this fabulous deal this month. So on top of normal, which is you get to choose $125 of anything in the catalog and only pay $99 plus tax. So free shipping plus an extra $26 free of product. And this month you will receive 2 additional stamp sets. The So Much Love and Queen Anne's Lace. And you will receive a pack of rhinestones. And there's more. You will receive 16 card packets. So 2 designs, 8 of each, excuse me, packets that use these new stamp sets. Sorry. Thank you. So that you can use these new stamp sets with friends, with family, if you're getting together. You can send them out. You can make them and send the cards out. You can, all sorts of ways that you can use those card packets. Hopefully you can get together with people. Sometimes right now, obviously that's not necessarily something we can do. But so you pay $99 and you're getting, oh gosh, $160, $170 worth of product. And so it's just the best deal. And remember, there is no obligation. I want you to stay forever, of course. But there's no obligation. Nobody hounds you. Stampin' Up doesn't call you and say, hey, what are you doing? It's not like that. I would say on average, on my team, I probably have 2 out of every 10 members do classes, maybe do something online, and have a business, either small or big. And everybody else just does it because it's such a great discount. So if you want a discount on your Stampin' Up products, go to chick.stampinup.net, click the Join tab. If you have questions, send me a message, email, whatever, and let's talk it out and get you on my team. Let's get growing. I love that. Okay, you guys, I think I'm just perusing the table here for things that I had out to show you. Don't forget, later on this afternoon, go to chickstamper.com and you can print out the tutorial, the PDF tutorial for the cards I made today. Also, the video will be on there. A better photo of the cute little treat holder is on there. And I probably will do a separate video on how to make this because it uses the little treat die, but it's different. Let's see, this is one that I made a while ago with the little treats die, and that's how it normally looks if you use the die, how it shows in the catalog, I should say. And so you can see that this one has changed up a little bit. So I thought I'll probably do a video, quick video to show you guys. So other than that, you guys, I think that's it. I hope you have a fabulous week. Hey, Michelle. The other thing, if you're in the Scottsdale area, I am now taking registrations for my Creative Chicks weekend in October. And so you can scroll and look for that link, or I'll be posting it as well, for a little weekend getaway, just like we did this summer. Very spaced out. The tables are 8 feet, so you're 8 feet away from your neighbor, and you're 6 feet across, a little bit more than 6 feet because we put space between the tables. So it was a lot of fun this summer. So we're going to do a short weekend one in October, and I'd love for you to join us. All right, you guys, thanks so much. I love you all. Have a great weekend, and I will be back next week with something fun. Not sure what, but it'll be great. See you then. Bye-bye.